Howdy folks, this is Brian Lane, author of Hikernut's Grand Canyon Companion. Today I'm hiking Bear Mountain in Sedona, Arizona as part of my training hikes in preparation for an upcoming hike into the Grand Canyon. The trail's about 5 miles round trip with a nearly 2,000 foot elevation gain, and it's guaranteed to get your heart pumping. Along the way I'm going to try to provide a few tips about hiking in the Southwest Canyon country, so come on along and I'll see you at the trailhead. Now this is the trailhead to both Bear Mountain and Dome Mountain. On this side of the trail, it actually goes up to Dome Mountain, whereas one of the trail guides, as it gets out of date, actually mentions that it's on this side, but the trailhead to Bear Mountain is actually on the other side over here. So for Bear Mountain, you actually cross the road, then head over to the trail. The trailhead is right there. Kind of an odd trailhead. You actually climb through it to get onto Bear Mountain Trail. The trailhead's over and up yonder, and we'll get on the trail in just a minute. I just want to take a minute and show you here on Bear Mountain. This is one of those places where I've seen somebody go off the trail today. Just on this trail today alone, I've seen 4 people that missed the trail signs and went in the wrong direction. So as people, this is a good point of reference right here. People come up, they come into this slick rock area, not much vegetation. They do see a rock stack here or a trail cairn. That's C-A-I-R-N. Trail cairns are a good way to stay on the trail. You have to follow those, but they'll come up, they'll step over this little rock block here, try to keep people from going there. And if you want to go over there and just have a seat and look at the view, of course you can. But for the real trailhead, always watch for that. Again, they came up. Just as a point of reference again, they came up, there's that rock stack. They come over here. They don't look around. They come up. And the folks that I saw were coming from this direction. And when they came out this way, they were talking to other people and they said how they missed the trail. Obviously, you can't go that way, it's just a ledge. But if they had taken just a second, they would have seen back here clearly a rock stack leads you up, another rock stack, and the trail goes up that way. But it was just one of those simple things that one of those went off the trail today, so I just wanted to show you that. Another of the ways I saw someone go off the trail today on Bear Mountain was by stepping over this deadwood. You know, up here after years, they've really lined out a lot of deadwood on the side of the trail. A lot of people see these open areas, old paths, and go up to this lookout. Well, those footprints and that little bit of a trail gets a lot of people just stepping right off the trail. This morning, a gal stepped right over this timber and started heading up that way. And you're never sure if you want to tell them or not, but I said, oh, if you're going up Bear Mountain, then the trail actually comes down this way. Again, a lot more timber to hold you on the trail, and then descends over this way. I think in the distance, you might be able to see a little bit of the trail. Someone with a white shirt way over there, but might not be able to see it. But that's one of the biggest ways to stay on the trail, is to just not my nose is running, I think, is to just not step over this timber and this deadwood. Just kind of look around for a second and try to pick up on where the trail actually goes. Here again, this is Bear Mountain Trail, and there's some folks coming down the trail, and that they are clearly off the trail. They're coming down the wrong way. Just today on this busy March day in the Southwest, I've seen 5 people off the trail so far. So the trail actually goes down here and then climbs up and then cuts to the left over there. These folks are not on the trail, and you just have to be careful because just a few months ago, former city councilman died on this trail, being off the trail like that. You get some of the prettiest views in Sedona coming up Bear Mountain Trail, and going down for that matter too. Down Fay Canyon, you can see Wilson Mountain in the far distance. Then you see Capitol Butte with Sedona on the other side. Just a beautiful March day. This is the other side of Bear Mountain. You can see the mountains of Flagstaff in the distance. As I pan out, that's looking more north. Well, this is the view to the west. Looking down in Red Canyon, Sycamore Canyon in the distance, way off. This is one of those places where folks went off the trail earlier that I could see a man and two boys coming down the slick rock, and what they did was they missed this trail break right here. You go along, you drop down a little bit, and again they went that way, stepped over that deadwood and walked around the corner that way. Instead of going down, you can see a big piece of timber here to keep you on the trail, and then down this break through the wall here. They went and continued that way and over, and then went down the face of Bear Mountain on the sandstone, the open sandstone as it descends. So again, if you think you've gone off the trail, just back up until you know you're on the trail, and then just look both ways. You're bound to find the trail. This morning, this was the first way here on Bear Mountain that I saw a couple people go off the trail. They went somehow up through this little brush and got over to the other way. You can see if I back down again a little bit. This is the trail right here. You step up. There's a little cave or an alcove right in there. But instead of following the trail up here, which is a little hard to see, they went around here. You can see they have some brush that they cut and laid there. There's some dead wood. There's a big boulder to try to keep people from going there. But sure enough, they had gone up and to the left around there. And it was a young boy and his mom. And the boy was just, I heard him saying, "No, I don't think this is the trail." And the mom I could see just right there in the distance. So I did have to comment, yes, that is true. The trail actually goes up this way and up to the left up this little chute. So that was the first way I saw, first couple folks I saw off the trail this morning on Bear Mountain. And there you have it. Back at the trailhead, Bear Mountain, the trailhead. Just heading back over to the car now, after hiking up Bear Mountain. A lot less vehicles here at the trailhead now. And when we started, it took me about 3 hours round trip. So thanks for joining me on this little jaunt up Bear Mountain. I'll give you one last view too.